This video will show you how to set up a roommate pair in the Dawg House, the UGA student housing portal. You'll learn how to search for a roommate you already know, and how to use the roommate search tools if you don't. This process works for any student, but it's especially helpful for first-year students. Once you've completed your housing registration, you'll land on your dashboard. Your registration status should show as complete. Click Roommate Search to continue. You should see only one housing term listed. Select that term to move forward. Next, you'll create your roommate screen name. Your screen name does not have to be your UGA My ID. It can be anything you want. Just make sure you remember it. If you already know your roommate, you'll want to share this screen name with them. You'll then see roommate profile questions. If you already know who you want to live with, you do not have to complete these questions. If you plan to search for a roommate, these questions are strongly recommended. Your answers help the system show you potentially compatible roommates. Be honest when answering, since matches are based on these responses. Once you're finished, select Save and Continue. Now you'll see several ways to search for a roommate. First, let's look at how to search for a roommate you already know. If your roommate shared their screen name with you, choose the option to search by screen name. You don't need to type the entire screen name, partial matches will appear as you type. When you find the correct person, send them an invitation to create a roommate pair. After you send the invitation, you'll see a message confirming it was sent. Now you'll wait for the other student to log into the Dawg House and accept it. They'll usually receive an email letting them know they have a pending invitation. If you receive an invitation from another student, you'll see it listed here. You can accept the invitation or decline it if you already chose someone else. Once an invitation is accepted, your roommate pair is confirmed. If you don't already know your roommate, you can search by preferences. This option uses your profile answers to show potential matches. You'll see a match percentage for each student. Think of this as a tool to compare options, not an automatic roommate assignment. You can click on a profile to see how that student answered the questions. The other student will not know you viewed their profile. If you find someone you're interested in, you can send them a message through the Dawg House. Use this to introduce yourself and see if you might be a good fit. After that, you're welcome to communicate outside the Dawg House if you choose. Choosing a roommate is your decision, not an automatic system match. Another option is searching by match percentage. This shows students sorted from highest match to lowest match. This works best when both you and other students have completed all profile questions. From here, you can view profiles, send messages, or send invitations. You can also view a record of messages you've sent and received. You may update your roommate profile at any time. If your preferences change, just log back in and edit your answers. If you search for someone and don't see them in the results, they may already be in a roommate pair. They may also have a pending invitation. This happens when the option to hide students already in a pair is selected. That setting can be helpful, but it may hide someone unintentionally. Once your roommate pair is confirmed, either roommate can choose a housing space. Usually, the student with the earlier housing appointment time will select the space. It does not matter which roommate chooses. Once a space is chosen, you will no longer have an individual appointment time. But each roommate will still receive their own housing contract. Now let's look at what you'll see when you log in to choose a space. Once you're logged in, choose Register for Housing. Choose your term, there is probably only one listed. You can search by building or filter by room type. That will show you all available rooms that match what you're looking for. If you don't see a certain room type or building listed, that means it's either not available to you or all of those types of spaces have already been filled. So when it's time for you to choose, select from what's in front of you. Pay attention to the availability in each room. For example, here it shows 2 of 2 beds remaining, which means this is a double occupancy room and both spaces are still available. You'll have 10 minutes to check out once you add a room to your cart, and you can have up to 2 rooms in your cart at a time. In your cart, you'll see yourself listed, and you'll choose either bed A or bed B. It doesn't matter which one you choose, this does not determine your side of the room. Below that, you'll see your roommate. You'll assign them to the other bed in the same room. Here, you're choosing the room in building 1516 and assigning both yourself and your roommate to that space, even though there were multiple options in the cart. Once everything looks correct, click Assign Beds. Take a moment to confirm you and your roommate are in the same room, and you're in the building you want. Then select Confirm Reservation. At this point, you and your roommate have secured your room. You'll see your room number at the bottom of the screen. It's a good idea to write that down. You'll also be able to view it later whenever you log back onto the Dawg House. Next, be sure to check your UGA email for your housing contract. That email will include a deadline, and both you and your roommate must complete your own separate contracts by that deadline or risk losing the space. Once you know your room number, you can visit the housing website for the plan for your specific room, which includes furniture and dimensions. For access to building floor plans, go back to the Dawg House homepage. Finally, we strongly recommend that you and your roommate make a plan before your room selection time. Have a first choice, a second choice, and a third choice. Talk through questions such as, would you rather be in the same building but different rooms? Or is being in the same room more important than the building? Having those decisions made ahead of time and even thinking of it like a simple flowchart can make the whole process much less stressful. That's it. You now know how to set up a roommate pair and assign a roommate in the Dawg House. If you have questions, please contact us by phone, chat, or email. We're happy to help and want to support you throughout the process.